So in our first lesson on composing in Ableton Live, we talked about coming up with a chord progression and then coming up with materials based on that chord progression. In this video, we're going to start with a scale and build all the materials from a scale through melodic ideas. So I've got a little keyboard that I can on the screen here. And so, we're familiar with lots of different kinds of scales. If I play all the white notes of the piano starting on this note, the C, and I just go up, right? That's like a C major scale. If I started on A, that's like an A minor scale. So we have different kinds of modes and scales. A really fun scale to work with is all the black notes of the keyboard. So these 5 notes, we call this a pentatonic scale because there's just 5 notes, 5 penta. And what's cool about this is that you can choose any one of these notes to sort of be the main pitch or the tonic of our sort of our section of a piece or something like that. So if I base things around B flat, it has a certain kind of feel. If I base it around the E flat, or if I base it around F sharp. So there's lots of different ways to kind of do this. So what I can do is just play a few melodic ideas and then layer them one on top of another. So I've got 3 tracks, all that have the same basic keyboard, this mellow piano sound. So I'm going to just record a few clips and then, just see how they kind of work together. So this is a great sort of creative way to work. So I will first activate my metronome, and maybe let's bring down my tempo a little bit so I can play a little bit more accurately. Let me see what that tempo is like. Sure, that seems good. I'll hit the stop button twice to take me to the very beginning of the piece here. And now I'll get ready to record. So I'm only going to be using the black notes of the keyboard. And again, this is called a pentatonic scale. Okay, and I can go down here and edit a little bit. I feel like I made a little mistake in here somewhere. Maybe I'll select everything, Command A, and I'll quantize it. I think I'm going to do 1/8 notes. Let's see what that does. So this little thing right here, that's a little mistake. All right, cool. So got one layer. Let me play a different melodic idea. Now with it, I'm going to now go to the next track down below, record, enable that. And I can again see the keyboard down here. Hit stop to go to the beginning. Keep my same metronome. And I'm ready to start. Okay, so I'm not sure that's perfect, but now I'll go through here and quantize it, check my settings. I want to do 1/8 notes. Okay, great. Let's see what these two sound like together. If I actually want to see all the notes, what I can do is shift click to see, see both of these together. There we go. that seems pretty good. One of the things I'm noticing is that this part is a little bit quieter than this one, and I want them to be a little bit even. If I go way down to the bottom here and I can look at my velocity, and I was playing pretty hard, so I'm actually going to Command A, select all these notes, and just bring the velocity, whoops, Command A, and I'm going to bring the velocity down. So that selects all of them. If I want to just adjust one note, I can just click on the note and then bring it, that's that one down. So, all right, let's see what this sounds like. Cool. And so I can keep going this way. I can keep adding other layers. Let me do that. Let me add one more layer on top of this. So I'm going to activate the third track now. Go back to the beginning and hit record. Okay, click on this. Just check everything out. Probably want to quantize this as well. So Command A and check my settings. I think I did eighth notes. That looks pretty good. Now let me hear all the tracks together. So this one note was a little bit, I'm going to bring them all down a little bit, and then this one note is just a little bit too loud, so I'm going to bring that one down there. And of course, I could take every one of these and loop them if I want. So, but it didn't loop it. That's because I need to check the loop here and activate the loop. So again, if I don't have loop selected or there in the notes in this sort of clip area here, you can see it just extends the region. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is click on loop, and now that'll loop it. So maybe I'll do it 4 times. There we go. And I need to do the same with each of these as well. Loop and loop. And now I can take both these. Looks like I forgot. Or, nope, there we go. Okay, so let's see what this all sounds like. Make my tempo a little faster. So it looks like I've got some problems with my loop points. Let me check those out. So, oh yeah, look at this. So I'm going to go way over here and see that my loop is actually just a little bit past the downbeat of the 5th measure. So I'm going to bring this there. So that's locked. Let me check my second one here. So it looks like I am, if I look at the numbers here, at measure 3, beat 3, and the second 16th note. So my length, I want to make it exactly 4 measures. So I want to go all the way to measure 5. There we go. And then this one is, looks like it's the same thing. I'm going to just do that. There we go. So now they should be locked in. So this is just another way to work where we just build melodic ideas one on top of another based on a scale or a mode. In this case, just a pentatonic scale. So it's a great way to work and just sort of come up with some ideas. A next step I might want to take is actually assign some different sounds to some of these. So maybe I'll take this middle one and assign a different sound to that. So I'm going to grab this marimba sound and drop it into this track now. So now I'll add a new sound to the 3rd track. I'll add this sort of plucky guitar sound, and let's hear what all the 3 of these sound like with 3 different sounds. So I've got some more work to do balancing the sounds out. Maybe I can change the velocity a little bit more. And eventually we're going to learn how to change the volume over time as well. But at least initially here to kind of get started, it's a great way to sort of start creating some melodic ideas and things. So I could, again, add some more melodies underneath this. All right, cool. So, so now I'm going to click on this, Command A, and quantize settings, 8 notes. There we go. Now I'm going to want to make sure that this loop has the right length on it. So select the clip, and again, make sure I have looping on. And I'm going to go all the way to the 5th measure here. So now what I can do is I'm going to extend this one. I'm going to drop this middle one, and this one on the bottom here is going to loop just with the top one. So let's see what these will sound like together now. I'm going to turn off my metronome. I'm going to start just at the end of where we hear all 3 of these together, and then there'll be a change here with a new bass line. So hopefully you find this helpful. Again, just picking a simple scale like a pentatonic scale, in this case the black notes of the piano, coming up with lots of different melodies, and then seeing what they can sound like together. One thing I didn't try is, I wonder what this one and this second one would sound like together. So I just Option click dragged. Okay, so can really try some different things out here, trial and error, just experiment, we're playing in the sandbox, except our sandbox is made up of a pentatonic scale and all kinds of different little melodies we can kind of come up with. So have fun with this.